Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Today we have a little testing video. I have a couple engines here. Pretty sure that this is a Castle class. I'm not completely sure. And there's another one here, and then there's an A4, I think they call it. It says right there. And I also have this little British Railways tank engine. And the guy that I got these from bought them 50 years ago. They were pretty much new when he got them. And he's never actually run them, and he's having me go through them. It's kind of a little side living I do, and I'm gonna get them all going for him. So I've got 5 engines in total. This one's mine. I'm just having it as a test subject. See if my track's working. Let's see what this little guy will do. I'm gonna use this Industries transformer, old thing, and see if she'll go. Oh. It's been a couple days. I almost feel bad about doing this to it, but kind of entertaining. Alright, that's enough. I'm gonna oil that. See if these other ones will do. Now, I have not tested these yet. I'm gonna do this one. No, we'll do one of these first. Oh! Oh, Christ. Oh, cool. That one's got life. What about this little tank engine? Fast forward. Oh, the running gear's locked up. I'll have to go through that. I have some old grease in there that's just locked up. Take a look at these two now. So I was mistaken. It's a King's class, and apparently it's one of those tender drive locomotives. It's the first and the rear axle and the tender are powered. And let's see what she'll do. Oh, she sounds dry. Well, it wants to go. Alright, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to oil it first. And now for the A4. Also appears to be another tender drive model. See what you'll do. Oh. I'm impressed.
Yeah, almost looks like a split gear.
Nope. Dude, you're not running off the end of my table. So what I did here is I found out my main problem was that these two journal bearings were completely gummed up with 50 years of old grease. So what I did is I took a little WD-40 that I have in this dropper here, soaked it in, and then worked it back and forth. Then I cleaned it out with alcohol. Now I'm going to run it like that and see what it'll do. There she goes. Oh, that'd been a couple days. Okay, so I adjusted the brushes on the drivers. I oiled both ends of the motor. One of the most important things you could do for one of these things is each end of the motor right here and back up in here. Throw oil on there and they'll be your best friend. But I also adjusted the brushes on the bottom. I cleaned them up and they seem to be performing just fine. I threw some oil on the bolt gear and it seems happy. I even ran through the all 6 drivers with my brass wheel Dremel. You want to use brass so it doesn't scratch anything as much. And look at her go. The track's a little dirty, but likes forward better. And honestly, I think she just needs to run and she'll do okay. I'm going to set up a loop later and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I chased through the chassis and I cleaned the wheels yet again with my brass Dremel wheel. Cleaned the brushes, greased up the worm and bull gear, and put oil on the end of the motors, and it actually is complete with oil wicks so it'll stay nice and lubricated for a nice while, and it seems plenty happy. Zippy little thing. I'm very satisfied with this one. I actually wouldn't mind buying this one myself. Alright, so I've just started digging into this Princess Elizabeth class, I guess that's what it is. It's Pacific. And so far, all I've really done was clean the wheels with my Dremel tool again, oil up the chassis, pilot and trailing trucks. Then I put a little alcohol on the brushes and oil on each end of the motor. That's the most important thing in my opinion. Grease the gear, and away it goes. This is a pretty easy one compared to others. I won't charge as much here. Just thought I'd give a little update on this King class here. We completely went through the tender and cleaned the chassis out, and then gave it a good little drop of oil, and then oiled up the chassis, and here's what we got. That was a pretty easy one, honestly.